This is indeed an illustration of the main results from a paper that I was very lucky to lead, and that was the efforts of up to 60 people over 3 years in trying to understand the future of biodiversity across different scenarios. You can think of it as global trends in indicators of biodiversity over time, and the gray line here is a scenario where you prolongate historical trends in terms of, let's say, population, dietary preferences, economic growth, technology, and so on. And we do lots of modeling efforts to try to translate that into changes in future biodiversity trends, and you end up with a continuous decline in biodiversity, which is reproducing the relatively negative trends of the past. And in contrast to that, you have a world on the upper part here of the graph, on the upper right corner, which is more or less matching the vision that was outlined by, let's say, the head of states. And that's, let's say, a more positive view of what should happen in the future. And so what we were interested to explore with these orange and green scenarios is, can we get to that positive future? And if yes, what can we say about how to get there? And that's where the differentiation between these two scenarios is interesting. The orange one is basically scaling up conservation efforts, doing more protected areas and better managed, and doing more restoration. And through that, we may manage to stabilize biodiversity trends, but we will not bend the curve, we will not go up. And that other scenario is a scenario where, in addition to these increased conservation efforts, you also picture the effect of moving towards more sustainable production and consumption. And that's basically the one scenario that makes it possible to reach this bending the curve and to move towards that desirable space.